So this Yes Basic Decade was the highlight of my demo. It just blew me away. It's just got this, I still got some water on it because I can't stop riding this, and the grates, they just are so much fun. This is more traditional, where the grates is like, you know, kind of this new wide thing, wider platform kind of thing, where it's more like a surfboard. This is just more of a traditional snowboard that's kind of set up well for my boot size. This is a 55. I usually like the Basic in a 55 or a 58. And I compared this to the Basic, and it just blew it away. I mean, but there's so much more tech in this board. You can kind of see the base here. You know, kind of weird, but fun and super fast, man. This thing has glide to it. And you can see this kind of underbite technology that really gives some disruption in the side cut. It's an indention instead of an extension, and it really grabs and really helps you turn. And it's got a nice kind of like fun camber profile underfoot. My table's a little warped, I think, a little off. It was fine when I built it, but now it's a little weird. And you can see there's camber to just about the, past the bindings, and then a mellow rocker up. There's actually less rocker up. I think it's like 4 mils up, and in the middle here, then it goes down, then goes up to 2 mil. I think they call it 242 or something like that, where the Basic's 4, 4, and 4, which makes it a little more floaty when centered, but when set back, as you can probably already notice, there's slam back inserts on this, just like the Yes Standard. And that is so cool because, I would like to see an extra insert here for people with mini discs, because there's so many mini discs out there. So if you have mini discs, this won't work for you. But if you have regular discs, this will. And it'll be fucking cool because this 55, you can get way back on board. This kind of makes me want to get this in a 58 like I would get the Typo. I wish the Typo had this. I'd pay a little more for it. And you can just get set back on board just like you can the Standard. So, you have 5 inserts centered. You're riding this as a true twin. It's not a directional twin, I guess, in that sense. Maybe you could call it a directional twin with the setback, slam back, but it's more of a true twin. It's in shape and flex and everything like that. Setting it all the way back, you're looking at 22, which is very doable for me. And you're looking at 21 and a half here and 17 here. So look at that, 4.5 inches back on board, just like the Yes Standard. So you can really, if you have like, now bindings or Jones bindings, or like for me, like Union Atlas or Burton bindings, then you're golden here. But if you have a lot of the Union bindings and a lot of Ride, a lot of just a lot of companies these days are going mini disc, and it's a fun way to ride. It really allows the board to flex a little easier. It's a little more stress on the inserts, but it's doable. But if you have the right bindings, this is amazing because you can get such cool directional float, and you can really, really just set it back and just get that like easy ride. And that's so cool. And it's just such a dynamic, light, poppy, playful, energetic board. And my only dilemma is, do I just roll with this 55 again for next year, or do I get a 58? Because I really want to own one of these, and I hope it just doesn't go away, or I hope they take a lot of this amazing technology they put into this Decade and put it into some of it into the Typo, or combine the Typo and the Basic into this with cheaper technology, you know, like take the basic and give it slam backs and get rid of the typo, and then you have the perfect all mountain board, and you have a free mountain freestyle board. You have just a great one board quiver. You can ride this. Oh, this is just an amazing riding switch. The only thing that was better was the grates. Because it's ASIM and it just makes it just a touch easier for most riders. But it still just rode super well, super poppy, super dynamic. The underbite holds an edge really well, so it's kind of an all conditions ride. You can ride this from hard to icy snow to powder, and it won't grab too hard in the soft snow like some more aggressive magnet traction boards do, and other boards with more aggressive edge hold technology. But this is on the upper end of the spectrum and does a great job. So can't say enough great things about it. Here it is under the pretty lights on the table, so you can see the camber profile and the setback.